At dinner with my wife's friends, one of them asked how we met. She said, he basically begged me to date him. Look at him. Desperate, average, and lucky I was bored. I stopped chewing. The entire table went silent. I looked at Jessica, my wife of 3 years, expecting her to laugh it off, say she was kidding. She didn't. Seriously though, she continued, twirling her wine glass like this was totally normal. I only married him because he has a decent job. Otherwise, pass. Her friend Sarah shifted uncomfortably. Jess, that's your husband. Jessica shrugged. What? He knows. I'm just being real with my girls. The table was dead quiet now. Everyone suddenly fascinated by their steaks. Then Jessica turned directly to me. Let's be honest. No woman with options would pick him. I settled. He should be grateful. Something in me just broke. I stood up, took my plate, and dumped my entire steak dinner over her head. Mashed potatoes in her hair, gravy down her dress. The dress she'd spent an hour getting ready in. The look of absolute shock on her face was almost worth it. Almost. I grabbed my wallet and walked out. Didn't say a word. I could hear Sarah saying, "Oh my God," as the door closed. That was Friday night. I drove to my brother's apartment and slept on his couch. Didn't sleep much. Just kept hearing her voice. No woman with options would pick him. Saturday morning, my phone was exploding. 47 texts from Jessica, 22 missed calls. I scrolled through them. Where did you go? You made me look like an idiot. Are you seriously mad? I was just venting. You embarrassed me in front of my friends. This is childish. Call me back. Not a single apology. Not even one. That's when I knew. I called a locksmith and met him at our house. Changed every lock. Took 45 minutes. Then I started packing her stuff. Not neatly. Just crammed everything into trash bags and boxes I found in the garage. Her shoe collection she was obsessed with. Bags. Her makeup vanity that took up half the bathroom. Boxes. That designer purse she bragged about for months. You guessed it. I had everything stacked by the front door by 3 p.m. Then I sent her one text. Your stuff is inside. I'll leave it on the porch in an hour. Don't come back. My phone immediately started ringing. I declined. It rang again. Declined. Then the messages came flooding in. You can't be serious. That's my house too. You're being ridiculous. I'm calling my dad. You're going to regret this. I blocked her number. Sunday was quiet. I spent it at my brother's just trying to process. He kept saying he always thought she was cold. Guess I should have listened. Monday morning, I got a text from Sarah, Jessica's friend from dinner. I almost ignored it, but I opened it. Hey, I'm really sorry about Friday. What she said was disgusting. We all told her off after you left, but she just kept defending herself. Maya and I aren't talking to her anymore. You didn't deserve that. Not even close. I read that message 3 times. At least someone saw it. Tuesday evening, I got a call from an unknown number. It was Jessica's dad. Apparently, she'd called him crying, saying I'd locked her out over a joke, that I was being insane, that her friends abandoned her for no reason. He called to chew me out. I let him talk for maybe 20 seconds. Then I told him exactly what his daughter said to me in front of everyone. Word for word. The phone went completely silent. She said that to you? His voice changed entirely. Every single word. In front of the whole table. Long pause. Then, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. She told me you overreacted to nothing. We talked for almost 40 minutes. Turns out Jessica's done this her whole life. Says horrible things, then plays the victim when people push back. He said her mother used to excuse it, call it confidence. He actually apologized to me, her own father. By Wednesday, Jessica was spiraling. She'd gotten a new number to text me. What did you say to my dad? Why is everyone against me? Sarah won't answer my calls. This is all your fault. I didn't respond. Thursday morning, I filed for divorce. My brother connected me with his lawyer buddy who took my case immediately. Turns out the house was only in my name. I'd bought it before we got married. She just moved in. She had zero legal claim to it. She didn't know that. Friday, exactly 1 week after that dinner, the divorce papers were served to her at her office. I know because she immediately called me from yet another new number. Absolutely losing it. You can't do this. It was just a joke. You're ruining everything over nothing. Everyone thinks I'm a monster now. I finally picked up. My voice was ice cold. You said I begged you to date you. You said I was desperate and average. You said no woman with options would pick me. Let's test that theory. Lose my number. I hung up. The best part? I'm not desperate. I'm not average. And I'm definitely not lucky she was bored.